Hello guys and welcome to Mistrology. It's been 2.5 years since I bought my Pulsar 200 NS, and it was the first bike where I actually learned how to ride a bike. Before my Pulsar 200 NS, I never was into biking. I really didn't like riding bike and all, but an idea came to my mind that I should buy a bike. Then I decided I was, considering the FZ and Pulsar 150, but I really liked the Pulsar 200 NS design. So I zeroed on it and I bought it. This was my first costlier possession which I have ever bought in my life. So it's been 2.5 years since I bought the bike. That's why today I'm going to find a place where I can review the bike. Basically, I'll not be reviewing the bike, but what am I going to do is I will be dividing this whole review in kind of two parts. The one part will be things which I like about my Pulsar 200 NS, then and the second part will be things which I don't like about my Pulsar 200 NS. By the way, I just got a logo for my YouTube channel. I just got it pasted on my bike, and that's how it looks like. If you are not doing your branding, who else is gonna do? So okay, let's get started and let's find the place. Supposedly I want to go to a highway, basically, which is the nearby, and we'll find a place. Then I'll be telling you more about my bike. So yeah guys, we have reached at this place, and first of all I'm gonna be starting with the negative things which I don't like about my bike. Now the first thing which I don't like about my bike is the exhaust note. Of course, when you are revving the engine, it feels like there is some metal part which is getting, the sound is somewhat seems like buzzing sound, and seems like there is a broken metal piece which is constantly hitting something, and that's why the sound. Now the second thing which I don't like about my bike is actually gonna be, the front forks. They may be kind of specific to my bike, but I don't know. This is the problem with me. With my bike. The problem is actually whenever I apply front brakes, the bike seems to be skidding at the patches where the road is not quite good. It seems like the front wheel is skidding whenever I apply the front brakes. I don't know why that happens, but that problem may be specific to my bike, because when I bought the bike, it never was from the start, but after the days passed and after 2 or 3 months I started facing this problem. It seems like it has something to do with the front forks. I went to mechanics several times, but they were not able to fix the issue. So that's the second thing which I don't like about my bike. This bike has inherent vibrations, and if you're coming from a Japanese manufacturer, then you are going to feel a lot more of vibrations. As the time will pass, you will start feeling like it's okay for these bikes, but the Japanese bikes are different. They are on a different level in terms of smoothness or in terms of refinement. They are on a different level, and rest of the world bikes are on a different level, excluding the Triumph, of course. Those are quite refined and quite smooth bikes. As I have heard, I have actually not used a Triumph, so I don't know exactly what is the case. But this one thing which I can assure you, that Japanese bikes are way smoother and way more refined than these, rest of the world bikes. So I was talking about the vibrations. Sometimes when I start the bike on the same day, I'll feel like my bike is going quite smoothly and it's going quite well. And other times when I start the same bike, I go somewhere and I feel like it has become rough, quite rough. I don't know why that happens, but that is the issue. And this is not the issue which is inherent to my bike. This issue has been there in like other Pulsar 200 NS also, because one of my friend also have a Pulsar 200 NS. So my friend also complains of the same issue which this bike have. Now this next thing which I want to talk about is the gear shifting. Now if you are coming from a Japanese manufacturer again, and if you have used FZ or Yamaha R15 or Suzuki Gixxer, the gear shifting in this Bajaj bike is not as crisp. Though it's smooth, though it requires a lot less force, but still the gear shifting is not that crisp. You're shifting up or shifting down, and sometimes it gets stuck in between, but that's very rare issue. Stucking is like very rare issue, but that is something which I have noticed with this bike. and that is there. Now the fifth thing which I don't like about this bike is the meter console watch. I mean, you can set the time, you use it for 4-5 days, and after that it starts showing the wrong time. It starts, getting behind 1 or 2 hour late. So meter console watch is never reliable. All you have to do is just keep resetting it after 4-5 days. The sixth thing which I don't like in this bike is the meter console fuel indicator. It gets inaccurate sometimes, though it happens rarely, but it is the issue. And the issue is that sometimes it will show 4-5 bars and again it will start showing like no bars. So it happens sometimes. So that's an issue which I don't like in my Pulsar 200 NS. I know you would have already guessed the reason number 7, which is the tires. Tires are not good. Of course, if you are buying the new Pulsar 200 NS, they are providing the MRF rubber, which is quite good. As in the most reviewers have claimed so that this time the tire is quite good and it provides a lot more feedback while cornering and while enjoying the ride. If you're planning to buy the new Pulsar 200 NS 2017 version, the reviewers are saying that the NVH levels have gone really down. I mean, on par with the Pulsar RS 200, so that is quite good. So after all of this talks, I think it's time for us to wrap it up. Please subscribe my channel, and if you like the video, do hit the thumbs up button. And if there is something which you wanna tell me, do leave that in the comment section below. So thank you for watching.